Yeah, welcome back, friends. In this section, we are actually describing the break and continue statements. This is, in fact, Java programming part 11 of 33. This is Java programming part 11 of 33. Already we have published 10 such parts. Java programming, see, 10 such parts we have already published. So this is Java programming part 11 of 33. In this session, we are actually describing or discussing the so-called break and continue statements or break and continue keywords. And this break and continue is very much popular in almost all languages. You already know the purpose and the usage of break and continue. So same way, exactly like what we have used, break and continue in any other languages. In Java also it is working precisely in the same manner. So break is used to exit a loop. Break is used to exit a loop. By using break, you can force immediate termination of the loop, comma, bypassing the conditional expression and any remaining code in the body of the loop. In the body of the loop, full stop. Yeah, now fine. That's exactly how break is working. Break is used to exit out of a loop. Whereas the continue statement or continue keyword can be used in any of the loop it can be used in any of the looping constructs. Can be used in any of the looping constructs. It causes the loop to immediately jump into the next iteration of the loop. It causes the loop to immediately jump to the next iteration of the loop. So many examples from both break and continue are discussed at length. So you go through the examples and just continue watching the rest of the video, where we have given very elaborate discussion of break and continue with examples, lot of examples. Fine, that's it. Part 6. Now you are coming to part 6. Break and continue. See the keywords break and continue. Look. Using break. Look. Using break to exit a loop. We are using break to exit a loop. By using break, comma, you can force immediate termination of a loop, comma, bypassing the conditional expression, comma, and any remaining code in the body of the loop. Any remaining code in the body of the loop. Fine. When a break statement is encountered inside a loop, comma, the loop is terminated and program control resumes at the next statement following the loop. That's it. We are now coming out with another program. See, actually, this is a new package also. Look, we have now created a new package by name my package 04. Look, this is the my package 04. How we are creating a new package? It's that simple. Look, go to the folder, this one. Right click. Just to go to new, come down to package. This window will come. Just write whatever name you want. See, my package 04 we have used. As I suggested, it's always better to use lowercase letters. So whatever package name you want to give, you just give it here. Okay? That's all. That much simple it is, creating a new package. Because you should go to the folder one, right click that, and that's okay. See, it's already written here. Source folder one, look. Source folder one, it is there. Yeah. You write? Fine. That's okay. That is how you are creating a new package. So into this new package now we are adding another class by name break loop. The name of the class is break loop. That also you know how to do it. Right click, go to new, come to class, and here you type in break loop. Okay, whatever name you want, you give break loop. Then see that you are clicking this also, so that you will be getting the main function also generated in the code. Okay, clean it, cancel it. You know this process very well. Just I was reminding you once again. Look, so we will now go to the program. Look, package, my package 04 semicolon. Some comments I have put. Using break to exit a loop. Using break to exit a loop. Call this file breakloop.java. Breakloop.java. As a result, what is happening? We are now going to create a class by name break loop. See, the next line you look. Public class break loop. Since the class name is break loop, the file name is breakloop.java. You know all those basic things. Okay. So public class break loop. Next line, open the brace. Now we are calling the main function, public static void main in bracket string args, close the bracket. Open the brace. We are using a for loop. We are using a simple for loop. Look, for in bracket int I is equal to 0 semicolon. I less than 100 semicolon, I plus plus, close the bracket. Then open the brace. Look, if I is equal to 10, look, if I is equal to 10, break, semicolon. Terminate loop if I is 10. See, that's the meaning of it. If I is equal to 10, is equated to 10, break. Next line, break, semicolon. Then that means terminate the loop if I is 10. Next, system.out.print line in bracket. I is now, that much is within double quote, plus I, close the bracket, put semicolon. Now you are closing the for loop at this point. The for loop is now closed at this point. After that, we are now writing one more simple statements. System.out.print line in bracket, loop complete. Close the bracket, put semicolon again. Then comes, this statement was for the for loop closing. And this is the closing brace corresponding to the main function. So this is the, so after system.out.print line in bracket, loop complete, close the bracket, put semicolon. After that, we have kept this closing brace to indicate that this is the closing brace corresponding to the main function. Okay. After that, again, one more closing you are getting. One close. This closing brace is for the class break loop functionality. The functionality or the definition of class break loop is now coming to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end. The program has come to an end. The functionality of break loop class is now coming to an end at this point, means the program has come to an end. That's the end of the program. Fine. Look, some small comments I have put. Look, as you can see, although the for loop is designed to run from 0 to 99. Look what I said, from 0, I less than 100. It is not equal to 100. So that is why from 0 to 99, I less than 99, I less than 100 means I will come up to 99. Look, from 0 to 99. That's it. Even though it was designed to run from 0 to 99, comma, the break statement causes it to terminate early, comma, when I equals 10. When I equals 10, look, if I is equal to 10, the termination has happened. That's the power of break statement. It's very simple. Now, we will close everything. We will just run it. Already I have run it. Yeah, look at it. I is now 0. It starts from 0. I is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 9 it will come. 8 after 9. I is now 9. I is now, it won't come to I is equal to 10. the moment it comes to 10, it is breaking from the loop. It's breaking away from the loop. Oh yeah. So I is now, it will come only up to I is now 9. It won't print I is now 10. It will not be, because at 10, if I is equal to 10, it's breaking out of the loop. Now look, after that this is last loop complete. This is statement, loop complete. Fine, it's a very simple program. So please understand the spirit of the break statement. Break is such a helpful syntax in almost, it's there in every language. Break and continue. Now look, close. We will now come to a close. Now look at the following example. It's again a break example. See, the name of the program is, look, the class which you are going to use is break example. Look. So this program also we are using in the same package, my package 04. Into my package 04 only we are incorporating this break example program also, or break example class we are actually putting inside the package, my package 04. Okay. You know the process of putting a new class in a given package. I don't have to again and again explain it. Now look, we will directly go to the program. Look, package, my package 04, semicolon. Package, my package 04, semicolon. Some comments I have put, look. Java break statement with inner loop. This is actually a break statement with inner loop. Java break statement with the inner loop, look. It breaks inner loop only if you use break statement inside the inner loop. If you are using a break statement inside the inner loop, it breaks only the inner loop. Okay, fine. Java program to illustrate the use of break statement inside an inner loop. Inside an inner loop, look. Call this file as breakexample.java. This file is called breakexample.java. What does it mean? We are now going to create a class by name breakexample. Look. So now look, public class breakexample. Since the class name is breakexample, the file name is breakexample.java. You know the relation between class name and file name. You know, it's very simple. You know that. After that, see, public class breakexample. Next line, open the brace. Then we are calling the main function, public static void main in bracket string args. Close the bracket. Open the brace. Now the outer loop. We are now creating the outer loop. For in bracket int I is equal to 1 semicolon. I less than or equal to 3 semicolon. I plus plus. Close the bracket. What is it? I is equal to 1 semicolon. I less than or equal to 3 semicolon. I plus plus. Close the bracket. Then open the brace. Now we are coming with the inner loop. Look, this is the, see, I put a comment, inner loop. For int j is equal to 1 semicolon, j less than or equal to 3 semicolon, j plus plus. Close the bracket, open the brace. Next, the condition, look. If in bracket I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 2. Close the bracket. If I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 2, both I and j both are equal to 2. Then next line, open the brace. Using break statement inside the inner loop. So now in this inside the inner loop, we are now, after that you are putting break. We are now using the break statement inside the inner loop. The inner loop, we are using the break statement. So then close the brace. This is the closing brace corresponding to the inner loop, this brace. After that, system.out.println in bracket I plus 1 space minimum, 1 space plus j. Close the bracket, put semicolon. So we are giving 1 space between I and j, minimum 1 character space. So that's okay. After that, this is the closing brace for the inner for loop. This is actually the inner. This closing brace is actually for the if block. This closing brace is for the if block closing brace. Whereas this closing brace is for the inner loops closing brace. After that, again, this is the closing brace. This closing brace is corresponding the outer loop. Look, this is the outer loop's closing brace. Here the outer loop starts. So this closing brace corresponds to the closing brace of the outer for loop. And then finally this one. This closing brace corresponds to the main function's closing brace. Public static void main. Its closing brace is this. This is the closing brace corresponding to the main function. And finally we have one more closing brace. This is the closing brace that corresponds to the definition of the break example class. The definition of the class break example is coming to an end at this point. This is the closing brace corresponding to that. That means it is the end of the program. The program has now come to an end. Now look, so that's it. A very simple program. In the inner loop we have used the break statement. We have used in the inner loop. Now look, when I and j are, some comments I have put, when I and j are the same value, in this case here, when both are equal to 2, close the bracket, the loop breaks. The loop breaks. That is why, see, 2, 2 and 2, 3 are missing from the output. Now look, I will just go and show you the output. Yeah, we will look at the output first. So the outer loop 1. So when outer loop is 1, see the inner loop is iterating 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. Then again outer loop is 2. There's only 1. See 2, 2 and 2, 3 is missing. Because at 2, 2, because when both I and j were equal to 2, it was asked to break. So that's the reason why there is no 2, 2 or 2, 3. Again, look, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 3. See that. So for 3, there is no problem. 1, 2, 3 is there. 1, 2, 3. But for 2, there is only 1. The moment 2, 2 came, it is broken. So you won't get 2, 2. And definitely you won't get 2, 3 also. That's the reason. It's very clear to understand. See here, look at the output. 1, 1 is okay. 1, 2 is equal to 1, 3 is okay. For the first outer loop, 1, 2, 3 are there. So the second outer loop is 2. Only 1 is coming. There is no 2, there is no 3. Again, when it is outer loop is 3, 1, 2, 3 is there. That means in the case of outer loop 2, first one, inner loop 1 is there, but 2 is missing. From 2 onwards it is missing. That is 2 is missing, 2, 3 is missing. That is in the inner loop, at the time when j became equal to 2, it was asked to break. So that is the reason why the output has now become like this. It's very simple to understand the logic. That's why very clearly I have given that explanation in this here. When I and j are the same value, here when both are equal to 2, the loop breaks. Fine. That is why 2, 2 and 2, 3 are missing from the output. 2, 2 and 2, 3 is not there. We have only 2, 1. There is no 2, 2, there is no 2, 3. The reason is, it is breaking at j is equal to 2. Fine, it's a very simple program. See, so this is a program, a break statement with inner loop. It's a break statement with the inner loop. Okay, I think it's very, very simple and very clear to you. Now we will come to an end. This program, we are using break in the while loop. We are using break in the while loop. Okay. We are using the same package, my package 04. You know the mechanism of how to create a new class inside a given package. I don't have to again and again explain it. So we will now directly go into the program. Look. Package, my package 04, semicolon. Package, my package 04, semicolon. Now look. Java break statement in while loop. We are now coming out with a program for Java break statement in while loop. Java program to demonstrate the use of break statement inside the while loop. Call this file as break while example.java. Break while example.java. What does it mean? We are now going to create a program, a class by name break while example. Look, that's it. Public class break while example. That's the name of the class, break while example. And the file name is break while example.java. Okay. Public class break while example. Next line, open the brace. Next we are calling the main function, public static void main in bracket string args, close the bracket, then open the brace like this. Then we are now coming out with the while loop. Now look, while loop. Comment I put while loop. Int I is equal to 1. Int I is equal to 1. Fine. While I less than or equal to 10, close the bracket. While in bracket, while I less than or equal to 10, close the bracket. Next line, open the brace. Now we are coming out with the condition. Look, if I is equal to 5, next line, open the brace, then break, semicolon, using break statement. If I is equal to 5, we are using the break statement. See, break, semicolon. It will now break the loop. As a result of this break statement here, it is now going to break the loop. Then close the brace. Then system.out.print line in bracket I, semicolon, then I plus semicolon. Fine. It's very simple. Okay, fine. Now look. This is actually the closing brace for the while loop. Closing brace for the while loop, and this is the closing brace for the main function. Closing brace for the main function, and this is actually the closing brace for the entire application. Look, break while examples. Functionality is coming to an end at this point, or break while example programs definition is coming to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end. Fine, it's very simple program. Yeah, we have saved everything. Now we will just click this and run it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has come up to 1, 2, 3, 4 only. It hasn't touched 5. Actually, the loop was meant for running from I is equal to 1 to I less than or equal to 10. See, that means from I is equal to 1 to 10 it should have gone. But at the point when I became 5, it got broken because we have applied break when I is equal to 5. So it will come only up to 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't touch 5. Before that it will get. At the point when it comes to 5, it is broken. That's it. The output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a very simple program. And you know how this is exactly how we are using a break statement in the while loop, in a given while loop. Fine. It's very simple. Yeah, in this program, we are using break statement in a do while loop. See, previous example we used break statement in the while loop. This time we are using the break statement in a do while loop. We are using the same package. You know how to incorporate a new class in a given package. That process is well known to you. I don't have to again and again explain it to you. So now we will go into the program. See, package, my package is 04, semicolon. Package, my package is 04, semicolon. Look, some comments I have put. Java break statement in do while loop. Look, Java program to demonstrate the use of break statement inside the Java do while loop. Fine. Call this file as break do while example.java. What does it mean? We are going to create a class by name break do while example. Look, public class break do while example. That is the name of the class, break do while example. So the file name is break do while example.java. Fine. See, after that you open the brace like this. Then we are calling the main function, public static void main in bracket string args, close the bracket, then we are actually opening the brace here. Now declaring a variable, look, by see int I is equal to 1, semicolon. A variable, declaring a variable int I is equal to 1, semicolon. Now do while, we are coming to the do while loop. The syntax is well known to you. Do, next line, open the brace. Then look, if I is equal to 6, close the bracket. If I is equal to 6, close the bracket. Next line, open the brace. Using the break statement. Now we are going to use the break statement. Look, break, semicolon. It will break the loop. When I is equal to 6. Then close the brace. Next, system dot out dot print line in bracket I semicolon. Then I plus plus. We are incrementing the I. So I value is being again incremented I plus plus. Next, close the brace for the do while loop. So for the do loop, it is now closing at this point. After that only we are keeping while in bracket I less than or equal to 10. Close the bracket, put semicolon. This semicolon is a must. You know, in the do while loop, the while, after the while you have to keep a semicolon. It's a must. You have to keep a semicolon after the while statement in a do while loop. After that, see, this is the closing brace for the main function. This is the closing brace for the main function. And finally, this is the closing brace for the functionality of the class break do while example. Break do while example class definition is coming to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end. The program has come to an end. That is the end of the program. Now you save everything, look, and then just click. You will get the output. See, it's coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because at the point when I was 6, it got broken. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually it was meant for running from 1 to 10. I is equal to 1. I less than or equal to 10. It should have run from 1 to 10. But at the point when I became 6, it got broken. If I is equal to 6, it got broken. So that's why. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 only here. It has come only up to 5. It didn't touch 6. Okay, it's very simple a program. Just like our while loop, in do while also, everything is precisely, the logic is precisely the same. Fine. I think all this is also very simple. We will now come to an end. Using continue statement. Using continue statement. The continue keyword can be used in any of the loop control structures. It causes the loop to immediately jump to the next iteration of the loop. It causes the loop to immediately jump to the next iteration of the loop. In a while loop or do while loop, comma, control immediately jumps to the Boolean expression. Look, we can use Java continue statement in all types of loops, such as for loop, the while loop and do while loop. No matter, it can be used in any of the loop. See, for loop, while loop and do while loop. In a for loop, the continue keyword causes control to immediately jump to the update statement. Fine. Yeah, we are now coming out with an example from continue statement. We are using the same package, namely my package 04. You know the process of creating a new class in a given package. That process is well known to you. I am not again and again explaining it. We will directly go into the program. Look, package, my package 04, semicolon. We are using the same package, my package 04. Okay, fine. Some comments I have put. An example on continue statement. Call this file as conti_example.java. Conti_example.java. What does it mean? We are now going to create a class by name conti_example. So public class conti_example. Next line, open the brace. Next, we are calling the main function public static void main in bracket string args, close the bracket. Then open the brace. We are now using a for loop. Look, we are now using a for loop. For in bracket int j is equal to 0, semicolon, j less than or equal to 10, semicolon, j plus plus, close the bracket. Next, open the brace. Now we are putting some condition. Look, let us see. If j is equal to 5, close the bracket. Next line, open the brace, continue. We are now using the keyword continue. After that, semicolon, continue. At the point when j is equal to 5, we are using the continue keyword. Then after continue, put the semicolon. Next, this is the closing brace. Next, system.out.print in bracket j plus 1 character space. Close the bracket, semicolon. And again, one more option I have got, system.out.print line in bracket j. Both you can use. I will show you both. There's a difference between the two. See, in the case of, you know the difference between print and print line. In the case of print, the cursor stays back on the same line. It does not come down to the next line. In print line statement, the cursor comes to the next line. You know that. Okay, fine. Now this for loop now at this point, the for loop is coming to an end, and next closing brace, the main function is coming to an end, and this is the closing brace for the class definition of Conti example. The Conti example's class definition is coming to at this point. That means the program has come to an end. We have saved everything. Now we will just run it. See, the output has come 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See the output has come on the same line because we have used the print statement. Instead of print line statement, we have used the print statement. So that's the reason why the output has come on the same line. But in the output, see, after 4, there is no 5. 5 is missing. That's because of the continue statement. Because if j is equal to 5, we have used the continue statement. As a result, the option 5 is now totally missed. It is totally missing. It will not be printed at all. That's it. Look, some comments I have put. As you may have noticed, the value 5 is missing in the output. Why? Because when the value of the variable j is 5, the program encountered a continue statement, which makes it to jump to the beginning of the for loop for the next iteration, comma, skipping the statement for current iteration. That is the reason print or print line or print didn't execute when the value of j was 5. So when the value of j was 5, we met with the continue statement. As a result, j is equal to 5 did not get printed. That's why j 5 is missing. Look, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5, 4, then 6, 7, 8. 5 is not there. That's it. Now, as I suggested, I can just show you this option also. We will remove this. Now we have used system.out.print line j. We will save everything. Now we will just click. See, the output is now coming line after line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, there is no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 10. It has now come up to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5 is missing. After 4, 5 is missing. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5. So the program has, now in this case, it is printing line after line. Because we have used this particular syntax, system.out.print line j. We will again come back to our original status. That is actually system.out.print. Here it is, print only. Now with the print, the output is on the same line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, 5 is missing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine. I think it's a very simple program and you have clearly understood everything. This is the usage of continue statement. This time we have used the for loop. Fine. In this case, this is the for loop. Look. Yeah. In this program, we are using the continue statement in a while loop. So we are coming out with one more program. Look. And we are using the same package, my package 04. The same package. We are using the same package, my package 04. So you know the mechanism of incorporating a new class inside a given package. That process is well known to you. I don't have to again and again explain it. Okay. So let us go through the program. Package, my package 04, semicolon. Next, some comments I have put. Use of continue in while loop. Use of continue statement in while loop. We are iterating this loop from 10 to 0 for a countdown counter. And When the counter value is 7, the loop skipped the print statement and started next iteration of the while loop. Okay, fine. At the point when the counter value was 7, it skipped. Okay, fine. Now look, call this file as conti example2.java. Conti example2.java. What does it mean? We are going to create a class by name conti example2. That's it. Public class conti example2. Next, open the brace. Next, we are calling the main function public static void main in bracket string rs close the bracket. Next, open the brace. Now we are declaring a variable by name counter. Int counter is equal to 10. Initialized it to 10. So int counter is equal to 10 semicolon. Then we are using the while loop. While in bracket. Counter greater than or equal to 0. Close the bracket. While counter greater than or equal to 0. It is starting from 10. So the iteration is from 10 up to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. While counter is greater than or equal to 0, then open the brace. In between, after that, we are putting some conditions. If counter is equal to 7, if the counter value is equivalent to 7, if counter is equal to 7, next line, open the brace. Then counter minus minus. We are decrementing counter by 1 each time. Counter minus minus, semicolon, then continue. At that point, we are continuing. Because at 7, we are putting the continue statement. Next, close the brace. Now, next, close the brace. Look. Next, system.out.print, in bracket, print, counter plus 1 character space. Close the bracket, put semicolon. Another one more option I got, system.out.print line, in bracket, counter. See, both I will show you. So there is a difference between print and print line, you know it. With the print, cursor stays back on the same line. With the print line, cursor jumps to the next line, you know it. Next, counter minus minus, semicolon. So counter minus minus, semicolon. That is, counter is decremented. Okay, fine. By 1 each. Each time, counter is decremented by 1. Look. Then this is the closing brace for the while loop. For the while loop's closing brace. Next, this is the closing brace corresponding to the main function. For the main function's closing brace. And finally, this is the closing brace for the definition of conti example2 class. The class definition of conti example2 is coming to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end. The program has come to an end. Now we will just save everything and we will just run it. Yeah, from 10 it is coming down. Look, 10, 9, 8, 7 is not there, 7 is missing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, up to 0. So, see, I have put a comment here. Observe 7 is missing in the output. 7 is missing. After 8, it is not 7. It's actually 6. So, it is 7 is missing because of the continue statement at counter is equal to 7. Look, because of the continue statement, that counter is equal to 7 is just skipped. So, that's it. 10, 9, 8. No, there is no 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 5. It's very simple. That is exactly the significance of the continue statement. Now, as I suggested, I will show you this option also. See, now I will just comment it out. We will bring back this system.out.print line counter. See, if that is the case, you will be getting the output in a line after. See, it is like this. Yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7 is missing still. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. Now the output is line after line. The output is line because of the power of print line function. Print line function will make the cursor jump to the next line, next line, next line, like that. Whereas print function will make everything on the same line. That's it. I will again come back to our original print. Okay, fine. Now you know why I have kept this 1 character space. Why I have kept this 1 character space? See, if I don't keep this 1 character space, this entire output will be padded together. There won't be any space between each individual elements. There should be at least one character space between. See, 10, there is a space. 9 space. 8 space. So that's it. So for that purpose, we are very specifically mentioned this space counter plus that one character space. If you make still bigger, wider, then this output will be widely separated. There is no need of that. At least one character space is enough. Okay, fine. Now fine, look, this is the output. We have got the output on the same line because we used this print statement. Okay, it's very simple. I have made this observation. Observe 7 is missing in the output. 7 is missing in the output because of the continue statement at counter is equal to 7. Fine, I think it's all very simple. So we have used the continue statement in a while loop also, in the while loop also. Now we will come to an end. Look, a few more examples we are considering from the continuous statement. Few more examples of continuous statement we are now considering. Look, we are using the same package, my package 04. For all our programs here now regarding, with respect to this continue, we are using the same package, my package 04. Okay. Yeah, you know the mechanism of creating a new class in a given package. You are familiar. And hence I am not going to explain it again and again. Now look, we are now going into the program. Look, it's an absolutely similar program. We have done it, so many of these programs. Now look, package, my package 04, semicolon. Look, my package 04, semicolon. Look, some examples, some comments I have put. More examples from Java continue statement. The continue statement is used in loop control structures when you need to jump to the next iteration of the loop immediately. It can be used with for loop or while loop. We can use Java continue statement in all types of loops such as for loop, comma, while loop and do while loop. No problem. You can use it in for loop, while loop as well as in do while loop. Java program to demonstrate the use of continue statement inside the for loop. Call this file as continue example.java. Continue example.java. What does it mean? We are going to create a class by name continue example. Look, public class continue example. Then next line, open the brace. We are calling the main function public static void main in bracket string ars close the bracket. Then open the brace, next line. We are coming out with a for loop. Look, a for loop. For int I is equal to 1, look, int I is equal to 1, semicolon, I less than or equal to 10, semicolon, I plus plus, close the bracket, next line, open the brace. Now, if I is equal to 6, that means if I is equivalent to 6, if I is equal to 6, close the bracket, next line, open the brace like this, and use we are now using continue statement, continue, semicolon. Continue, semicolon, next close the brace, next line close the brace. Look, as a result, look, it will skip the value I is equal to 6. We have mentioned if I is equal to 6, so as a result it will skip the value I is equal to 6. That is, it will bypass the value 6. It will bypass the value 6, totally bypass. As a result, 6 will not get printed in the output. As a result, 6 will not get printed in the output. Now look at the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no 6. Then 7, 8, 9, 10. Look. 6 is not printed in the output. It is totally bypassed. Because if I is equal to 6, we have mentioned continue. Next, system.out.print line in bracket I, semicolon, or again system.out.print in bracket I plus 1 character space, close the bracket, put semicolon. Either of these, you can use any of these syntax, print line syntax or print syntax. Both have some difference, you know it. Now look, this is the closing brace for the for loop. This is the closing brace for the for loop. And this is the closing brace for the main function. And this is actually the closing brace for our continue example class definition. Continue example class definition is coming to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end. See, not 6 is missing in the output. This is because of the continuous statement. 6 is missing in the output because of the continuous statement. Look, we have saved everything and we just click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 6 is missing because of the continuous statement. At I is equal to 6, we have mentioned, we have asked to continue. We have used the continuous statement. As a result, 6 is totally missing from the output. Fine, it's a very simple example. I think we have already seen this type of example previously also. Anyway, we will just come to an end. So in this case, we have used this continuous statement in a for loop. As I told you, we can use it in a for loop, we can use it in a while loop, we can use it in do while loop. All. So fine, now look, we will come to an end. Yeah, we are discussing some more programs from the continue statement. Here we are using an inner loop also, an outer loop as well as an inner loop. And we are using the continue statement only in the inner loop. Let us see how this is different. And here also we are using the same package, my package 04. My package 04. And you know the mechanism or the procedure for incorporating a new class into a given package. That process is well known to you. So I am not describing it, or again I am not discussing it. You know it very well. So we will now go into the program. Look, package, my package 04, semicolon. Some comments I have put. Look, Java continuous statement with inner loop. Java continuous statement with inner loop. Look, it continues inner loop only if you use the continuous statement inside the inner loop. Yeah, you can use a continuous statement inside the inner loop also. Look, Java program to illustrate the use of continuous statement inside an inner loop. Call this file continue example 2.java. Continue example 2.java. What does it mean? That means you are going to create a class by name continue example 2. Continue example 2. Look, that's it. Public class continue example 2. Since the class name is continue example 2, the file name is continue example 2.java. You know the relation between class and file name. Okay, fine. After that, see, public class continue example 2. Next, open the brace. Then we are calling the main function. Public static void main in bracket string args. Close the bracket. Then next line, open the brace. Now we are using the outer loop. See, this is the outer loop. This is a for loop. This is a for outer loop. The loop is for loop. For in bracket int I is equal to 1 semicolon. I less than or equal to 3 semicolon. I plus plus. Close the bracket. Next line, open the brace. Now this was the outer loop, and inside the outer loop we are using an inner loop. Look, inner loop. Again, for int j is equal to 1 semicolon. J less than or equal to 3 semicolon. J plus plus. Close the bracket. Next line, open the brace. Now look. Next, we are putting some condition. Look. If I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 2. If I and j both are equal to 2. If I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 2. Close the bracket. Next line, open the brace. Now we are using the continuous statement at this point. Using continuous statement inside inner loop. Next line, see. Using continuous statement inside inner loop. So next, continue semicolon. We are using the continuous statement. Continue semicolon. Next, close the brace. Closing brace. After that, system.out.print line in bracket I plus space plus j. Close the bracket, put semicolon. So I and j are being printed with a 1 character space apart. With 1 character space apart. I plus space plus j. Close the bracket, put semicolon. Fine. Now this is the closing brace for the inner for loop. This is the closing brace for the inner for loop, and this closing brace was for the if block. So this is the closing brace for the inner for loop, And this is the closing brace for the outer for loop. And this is the closing brace for the main function. And finally, this is the closing brace for the definition of our program. Continue example 2 class. The class is continue example 2. Continue example 2's definition has now come to an end at this point. That means the program has come to an end at this point. Fine, it's all over now. Look, we will save everything and we will just run it. Yeah, we can see 1 for 1 1 2 3 1 1 1 2 1 3 again for 2 1 and for 2 3. There is no 2 2 2 1 and 2 3 is missing. So 2 2 is missing, 2 3 is there. 2 1 2 2 is missing, 2 3. Then 3 1 3 2 3 3 all are there. For 1 as well as 3, all the inner loop are running finally. Fine, absolutely fine. For the outer loop 1 as well as for the outer loop 3, the inner loop is running correctly from 1 to 3, 1 2 3, and here also 1 2 3. But in the case of the outer loop 2, the inner loop is running 1 2, then corresponding to we have got the inner loop 1, then the inner loop 2 is not there. So the inner loop 2 is missing. So for the outer loop 2, inner loop 2 is missing because we have applied continue statement when j is equal to 2. When j was equal to 2 as well as when I was equal to 2 and j was equal to 2, we applied continue. As a result, the inner loop 2, j is equal to 2 is missing. That's the reason why here you are getting 2 and then corresponding to the inner loop 1 is there. 2 and corresponding to the inner loop 3 is also there, but not 2. 2 is missing. 3 and all for the outer loop 3, all the inner loops are also running fine, absolutely no problem there. So this is exactly the reason why this is the application, because of the application of the continue statement at j, inner loop j is equal to 2. This has happened like this. Very clearly I have mentioned, not 2 space 2. 2 is missing from the output because of continue. Because of continue only, this 2 is missing from the output. I think it's very clear. It's so simple a program. Everything is now very clear to you, I think. Fine. Now we will come to an end. So this is a very simple program. So how we applied an outer loop as well as an inner loop, and when we applied continue statement in the inner loop, how the program behaved. Everything is now very clear to you. Now we will come to an end.